Hello, friends. Today I want to mention top one, my favorite skill for having the healthy mind and being emotionally regulated. To say honestly, I was struggling because, in fact, I have two candidates for this skill. First is recognizing and naming the emotions, and second, having the observer stance towards life, such a psychological position where you are an observer of your emotions, of your feelings, of your thoughts, of other people's behaviors, your behavior, and the whole world at large. So, why I think that those two skills are topmost, utmost, very important for keeping your psychological well-being and balance. Because emotions and emotional regulation is the most crucial for your well-being. In fact, if we generalize, most of, if not all, problems which has a client is connected with poor regulation of emotions. Emotions may be too intense, they may be misplaced, they may be out of control, and that's why a person feels distress. As for emotional regulation, it is important to first identify emotions, name them, let them out, and in this case, we can resort to the observer stance, this kind of position which employs metacognition. It means our ability to observe that we are thinking, that we are emoting. It means that we are not our thoughts, we are not our emotions, we are who have emotions. We are the being who has emotions, we are the being who has feelings, who has thoughts. And in this case, by naming the emotion, recognizing it, recognizing the pattern of thought, maybe core beliefs, the structure of your distress, and the distress is caused by thoughts, and thoughts provoke emotions, and then emotions provoke behaviors. We are able to work with our feelings and to balance and calibrate our emotional and inner life, more or less guessing the situation which is surrounding us, because we never know directly what is happening. We do not know directly the outside world. We are seeing through the prism of our thoughts, of our patterns, of our emotions. So I guess that those two core skills are crucial to begin with. Of course, in psychology, there are plenty of other skills or concepts which are very important to master, to know, to work with. But my top one is, since we are emotional creatures, I would still say recognizing and naming the emotions. And then, of course, it is having the observer stance. Being an observer is like, I have heard a very good analogy. It's like scrambled eggs with bacon, this type of breakfast. And in this case, the hen is involved breakfast, but the pig is engaged. So in the observer stance, we try to be involved in life. Of course, we are in life, we are submerged in life, but we try not to be so engaged, so much engaged that we become our thoughts, so we become our emotions. The fish doesn't know that there is an ocean. For fish, the ocean is part of itself. And for us, sometimes emotions and thoughts are indistinguishable from reality. And the observer stance brings us back, one step back, to see what we are feeling. Why are we feeling? What is happening inside? Is the thought realistic and adequate to situation? And of course, the observer stance, the observer psychological position also allows us to recognize, name, express in the right way the emotions and prevent the chronic distress in our lives. Thank you, friends. I hope my insights were valuable for you. Share in the comments your thoughts. What would you think is the top one skill or concept of being psychologically balanced? And what are your experiences? How did you manage to achieve this balance? And what are your top list of skills? Thank you so much. See you, friends.